They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He connects with Hyatt.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Howell's a throw completed to Hyatt.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, it appears that they went man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Open man is Duvernay.
And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Racing to the end zone.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Panthers nothing. Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
3rd and 3.
Solo left Zion. Solo left.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
No way. Did you see the replay?
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
The carrier, who tackled made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Mitchell.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
The Panthers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Tua.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they'll get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down, Howell now. And that is incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and he was able to break it up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 in the first down.
This was a nice example of the offensive coordinator scheming his guy open just a little underneath him, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go right back to Moore, completing it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, Watson, Oscar, Watson, Oscar. Get in the end zone for us.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Just saying that.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Keep up with our attack offense.
Here's Tua.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Elijah Mitchell
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Following the fumble recovery, Howell eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your side.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard.
The 70-yard spread on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 19-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it. This is White. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
He'll buy some time right. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On second down, Cook. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
We'll go play action.
Howard rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
87 yards rushing now for Mitchell. He's got the first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A toss left side for Mitchell.
Looks right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 17-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post.
Here's Hal to throw on second down. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And a lane slow materializing there as they get maybe a yard under the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 9. Howell. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, Howell.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Quick throw complete.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
17. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Moore, the man in motion.
21G, 21G. Solo left Zion, solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Connor, long. Hey, 21 TX.
In motion, the tight end.
20 TX.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 30.
This is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Going quickly out wide to Moore.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown! Mike Evans. A 9-yard touchdown ground.
And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Howell changing the play here.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Flushed out right.
That's caught by Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Howell. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
He's not critical about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
This is first and 10.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he shifts past him. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's first and 10. Now Tua.
And that's complete to Brown. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Throwing Tua.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example up.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
The score, Vikings 35, Panthers 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Go ahead.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very